Hey man, where's that sound? Hopefully it's sprinklers. Oh, where'd you go? Huh. All right, Roger. What is that? What is that? Back at the rock wall. It's been a minute since we've been over here. It's been a good minute. But welcome back to Recovery Central, everybody. Coming to you from the rock wall here. You like my background? I like it. It's real. It ain't fake. It's actually a real goddamn wall. Be fun to climb that thing sometime. Anyway, I am coming to you to talk to you guys about what a therapeutic dose is. Been working a lot, taking care of my kids, and I've run into a lot of people that are still going through, in some form or another, this opiate crisis with their family members, with their loved ones, with friends. And I've shared my story here and there, and it reminded me that no matter how much I talk about it, no matter how much I go over it, there's still going to be people that can use the info. And people don't know what methadone is, or even the opiate epidemic is, or what recovery entails, or understanding what somebody might be going through. So this is for the people out there that might be thinking about a recovery program, might be thinking about jumping into it. They might have some preconceived notions on what methadone is or what it does. I'm here to tell you what I know from experience. What to expect in the first few weeks. Recovery's tough. We've damaged our prefrontal cortex in our brain, the amygdala. Everything, our understanding of right and wrong and communication and understanding human emotions and stuff is kind of skewed because of the damage we've done to our brain. Finding your therapeutic dose in methadone is very important. And they're not going to start you when you first go in at this high dose. What you're going to do is you're going to go in and start at a lower dose, and they're going to work up. And it's going to be you that works it up. But it's really important to know what that is, what the point of it is. The point is, methadone is a very powerful medicine. It's made in a lab. It's completely synthetic. It's a synthetic opioid. It's developed to find even keel, an even level of those receptors in the brain. Because when you go out there and you shoot some dope, or you use your heroin, however you do it, or you do some pills or whatever, you have this huge boom, skyrocketing feeling of a high. But then you have these massive lows, and then we go use again, and then we come back down, and it's just this roller coaster effect of emotions and feelings going up and down. What methadone's going to do is it's designed to hit those dopamine receptors and keep you at an even level. The problem is that people think that's the answer. They think that that's all they need to do, and then do it for a week or two, and then they're clean. That's not the case at all. If anything I can say about a methadone program or recovery program is, if you are starting it, be prepared to be committed. Commitment is huge on this thing. You gotta be willing to put the time in. You gotta be willing to go through the ups and downs and the dedication on your own. Of course, you need a support system and whatnot, but you have to be at the point where you're willing to completely commit yourself to rebuilding. Because once you find that therapeutic dose, then it's on you to figure out the reasons why you're prone to going towards substances rather than handling things. What is it on the inside that's bothering you so much, that causes you to try to escape your everyday reality, or to try to run from those things, that pain, those situations, whatever it is that brings those feelings up? So methadone is not a cure. That is another facet that you're jumping into that is going to take an extreme amount of commitment. But I tried quitting everything cold turkey. That lasted like 2 days. because the physical symptoms and the physical sickness was too much for me to bear. I put so much work in the 5.5 years that I was at that program. There is no way that I could have done all that work and had all that progress while thinking about the withdrawal effects and everything. It took a lot. And I had done a lot of damage to my brain. So in the beginning, it was really important for me to be able to just focus on me as a person rather than just focus on being sick with the flu and vomiting and diarrhea and all that stuff. So a therapeutic dose is very important. And anybody that's getting ready to start a program, understand that it's very important. Know what it is and be prepared to go through the ups and downs. It's not going to be easy, but if it was easy, everybody would be able to get sober. If it was easy, everybody would be able to make the program work, and that's just not the case. I hate to say it, it's definitely a powerful medicine, and there's people that abuse it and use it in the wrong way, but there's a lot of people that understand what the actual commitment is. And when you can wrap your mind around what it's going to take and think about how much misery you've been in up until this point, the thought of having some type of mental and emotional ease is completely rejuvenating. When I actually felt like I had an option to go to that could give me an opportunity to work myself back into society, into not just back to where I was. I'm a better person now than I ever was before I started abusing. And that started at a young age. So the opportunity for me to grow into a better person from where I was, I couldn't handle my own in my own thoughts. I was miserable. I couldn't stand the reflection I saw in the mirror, etc. And I know there's a lot of people that understand what that's like. But if you're gonna start something, this is 100% the truth. Don't do it if you're not willing to commit to it. Don't go into it thinking that this is the easiest way to not get sick so I can keep using. It doesn't work that way. Be prepared to make that commitment. Hell yeah. Find that therapeutic dose. And then understand that once you do, that's where you have the chance to work on you as a person. That's where you have the chance to grow and figure out why you're prone to doing the things that you do, why you feel the way you do inside. And then you're able to work on that. And that doesn't happen overnight. You stay at that therapeutic dose for an extended period of time and you work on you. It's not about, I'm going to stay at this dose for 6 months and then I'm going to come down. There's no time frame on it. It's a daily thing. You go through every day as it comes to you. Don't plan that far ahead. At least I couldn't do that. I couldn't have this layout of, I'm going to do this for 6 months, and then at 6.5 months, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to come down to this. And no, the methadone program was there for me to use as a tool. I kept my headphones in, I kept my head down, and I focused on me. Because there's a lot of misery in that line. There's a lot of people that are working it very well, but there's a lot of people that are looking for something to latch onto that makes them feel better about what their situation is. Misery loves company. Don't get sucked into that. This is C Rock'em Sock'em, Big Papa Chris coming to you from the Rock Wall. I'm going to be back with another video. If you have any questions, you let me know. But in case you don't know, I beat this heroin thing. And I'm not special because of it, but I do know that when I was going through it, I didn't want to hear any feedback from people who didn't understand. I wasn't going to listen to anybody that had no experience with it. If they just saw somebody that succeeded, they have no insight for me. The only type of people that I was willing to take feedback from wasn't even just addicts, but it was people that went through getting themselves in a better position, went through facing the things that plagued them. That's really what addiction is. There's something plaguing you. And the only feedback that I was really actually going to hear and take in and soak in was the ones that actually made progress and been through it. So for those that went to school in psychology and addiction therapy and things like that, if you don't have any experience in it, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to take your word over somebody that's been through it and made progress on their own and experienced it. There's no better information than that which you can get from somebody who's experienced it. Experience is everything. And it's not like it was a great experience, but the rebuilding process was. I really enjoyed it. At the end, it was a miserable time for a while there, but we got through it. So if y'all have any questions, you let me know in the comments. If you want to email me, I'll start answering questions via email. We're going to start making more videos. My girls are getting older, so I have more time. It is, what is my email? R3COVERYC3NTRAL@gmail.com. Yeah, I believe that's it. I'll check them. And if I don't check it, you just let me know. But you guys have a great day. See Rock'em Sock'em is gone.